then you can guarantee yourself a fair piece of writing. So Ahmed and I have really chosen to run it in a did you know question session. So we will not be just giving you information. We'll just give you a question and we'll try to elicit some answers from you, and then we will give you the answer to this question. So it will be somewhat in an interactive way. Okay? Alright. So the first question is, did you know that you should have a fat P in your writing? Any idea what is the fat P in writing? Any idea? Anybody? Nobody? Okay. So okay. So the fat P is actually, it's an acronym. It's 4 letters, and it stands for form, audience, topic, and purpose. So the form, of course, you have to you have to ask yourself, what am I writing? Am I writing an essay? Is it an article? Is it a report? Is it an email? So the form is really important because it really gives you the format that you will follow. And then you have to consider the audience. Are they your friend? Are they your boss? Are they academics? So you really have to consider the level of language to the audience that you are addressing. And then we have the topic. Is the topic very sensitive? Is the topic really very serious? Is it work related? If it's really a very sensitive topic, then you have to do some buffering. And later on we'll understand what's the meaning of buffering in writing. And then finally we have to consider the purpose. Am I writing just to inform? Am I writing just to give information? Am I writing because I need an action, I need an answer, I need a feedback? So I have to consider the purpose of your writing. Okay? The second question is...
Next one is, did you know that you need to buffer your writing? So before starting to know what is the meaning of buffering, have you ever heard about this before? Anybody, any ideas? How can we buffer our writing? Please. Okay. So buffering is like to make your writing less severe. For example, and we usually use this buffering when we are writing emails to those who are not accepted in a conference, for example, or to those who are not accepted for a job vacancy. So if you have like 100 applications and you need only 3, so there are about 97 applicants that you need to say sorry to, right? So are you going to just send an email and say sorry you're not accepted? Well, a lot of people do this. But what you need to do is to buffer your writing. How can we do this? We have 3 steps. The first thing is to start writing a positive statement to the applicant or to the person you're sending the email to. For example, thank you so much for blah, blah, blah. Your application was so and so and so. But unfortunately, we need to let you know that you're not accepted because of this and this and this. And then you need to end. Yes, exactly. To make it easy for himself to accept that he's not accepted and he's not going to present in this conference, in NileTESOL conference, for example. So the first step is to send something positive at the beginning of the email. Then you can tell whatever you want to say, and then you need to end up with something positive again. For example, here, if anybody can help us reading this. Anybody?
Volunteers, please.
I would appreciate. Okay, please.
With the reduction of grant funds and the record number of applications, we are afraid that many worthwhile proposals could not be supported.
So, in this part, what do you notice? Is it something negative or positive?
It's not an introduction.
Kind of, right? So we say that it is worthwhile proposal, but so he needs to continue, right? So if you please continue.
Well, I was just looking at the first one again, and it's like you're just giving some sort of justification that it was not accepted, all right?
Yes.
So it's not like you should feel bad. It's not that it's bad.
Mm-hmm.
It's because of like the competition and too many proposals and the reduction in grant funds that you're not accepted. Okay, so that person would not feel really put off completely with that.
Exactly. So it would feel like, I'm okay to accept what is coming.
Which is like, as you say here, now we are sorry to report. Now,
Yes, this is number 2.
this is it. We're sorry to report that your grant proposal was among those that were not approved for funding. Although you didn't receive a grant this year, we trust that you will continue to pursue funding opportunities.
Exactly. So you will find in bold the first we can say like positive comment or statement, and the last positive statement as well, to let him feel that, okay, it's okay, we'll try again. It's not the end of my life. It's fine, I can accept this. But if he can just receive an email with, you're not accepted, we're sorry, so to feel like, you know, he will lose some self-confidence. So this is what I mean by buffering your writing. And we usually use it with emails like this kind. Okay. And then?
Okay, and then the next question is revising and editing. So unfortunately there is like a misconception about these two terms, and some people use them interchangeably, which is really not very accurate because there is a difference between them. Okay, so we have a diagram that shows the initial difference between revision and editing. So in revision, you really do a lot with the article. Maybe you add some parts, you delete some parts, maybe you can shift or you can reorder what you have written. Maybe you can give more details in order to make it maybe more appealing or maybe more clearer to the recipient. But in editing, this is simply addressing the punctuation, addressing the grammar, addressing any spelling mistakes, and we have an example here. Okay, so the example of revision at the beginning, as you can see, it was just like a kind of 3 sentences. Yeah, they're not linked at all. So the person who's writing tried to revise it by really maybe adding some linkers, and yeah, so it's mainly linkers. And then in the example of editing, of course, as you can see, there are some spelling mistakes, punctuation mistakes, maybe grammatical mistakes. So the person had to edit the writing before publishing or before sending, by of course adding capital letters and any punctuation that was really not accurate, or maybe grammatical mistakes had to be edited. Okay, so there is a difference between revising and editing, and I hope it's clear in this very simple example. Okay, right. Next question, please.
And more on revising stuff, we have something very interesting. And it is, did you know that you need arms to revise? So, I know that we all have arms, but this is a completely different story. So, what do you think arms mean? So that's very, very nice. So it is capitalized, so this means it is initials for words. Very nice. So let's play this game together. Guessing game. So the A stands for what? What do you think? When I'm revising, I need to analyze. That's very interesting, but we have another one in mind. So what do you think? That's great, but actually we have something else.
Very close.
Yeah. What do you? Adding, very, very nice. So A is for add, excellent. So what exactly to add? Add what? I can add more ideas, I can add more vocabulary, more expressions, more details, excellent. So after I finish my writing, I need to go through it again and to make sure that every single point I need is there in my writing. So if I missed something, if I want to add something, still in revising. Then I have R. Refine. I love it. We have something else. Revise. This is in revise, yes. But what do you think?
Remove.
Add
remove.
It's very close to remove, but it is not completely removing. It is
reduce.
Yes, reduce. So, because I added something, I can also reduce something else. Maybe this is too redundant, so I need to reduce some stuff. Maybe this is not needed for this purpose, as you remember FAP. So my purpose is not to talk too much, so I need to reduce my writing to make it more convincing, for example. So here we have add, then reduce, and then the M stands for what?
Modify.
That's great.
Measure.
Measure, modify. That's awesome. Memorize. For a presentation, maybe yes. Mechanics. This is for editing. But in revising, it is like moving. To move this, reorganizing writing. So I can move this paragraph to put it here, to put it at the beginning, to put it at the end. So I need to move my ideas in a logical way to make sure that it is going directly to the mind of my recipients very smoothly. And finally, we have S, which is yes, substitute. So I can actually replace something completely with something else. Because what I'm writing is different when I'm reading. Maybe I'm writing something, but when I start to read, oh, that's not what I want. That's not what I meant. So I need to replace it with something completely different. So here, we need armed to revise.
Okay. One more question is about pronouns. Of course, we know that he and she is the third singular pronoun, third person singular pronoun, and that we know that they is the third person plural pronoun. Okay, but unfortunately, we have something which is different. Now pronouns are becoming gender neutral. Okay, and females are really against using he to refer to them. And if I just need to add to if I need to refer to both genders every time, I have to say that he or she, his or her, him or her. So it becomes really very maybe confusing to the reader and to the writer as well. So we have the they. We can show the example. So they is a pronoun that really lies. So I can use they not as a plural pronoun. I can use it as a singular pronoun. So instead of referring to a certain gender, I can use they as an indeterminate pronoun. So it doesn't really determine the gender of the person that I'm addressing. It's just neutral, indeterminate, and it can address both. And it doesn't really refer to a plural person. It can refer to a single person, whatever the gender is. So as you can see here in the example, a candidate applying for a grant must present their credentials to the academic committee. So we're not really talking to a group of people, plural. We just talk to a single person, whatever the gender is, he or she. Of course, there is a big debate about using they and their to refer to a single person, but this is the best option if you want to be gender neutral. Okay, right. And the last question is:
did you know that passive voice can make your writing more active? Because usually when I'm writing my thesis, I usually have this comment: please try to use more active sentences in your writing more than passive. And then I found out that passive can make my writing more active. So, what do you think of that? Do you agree? Okay, we have somebody here. Yes.
My students, I'm not quite sure about where you're getting at with active here, but I know that too much active voice can become repetitive. It can require you to reuse vocabulary and subjects and too much.
Exactly.
So passive voice is actually very important to reduce redundancy, to make things more readable. So I'm not sure if that's what you're quite getting to here, but as a writing teacher, I find passive voice to be very important as long as it's used the right way. Right.
Exactly. So we can use passive to avoid redundancy. Super. Yes?
Passive is used in certain genres of writing.
Yes.
The active is still used in other genres of writing.
Sure.
So if writing is something like argumentative for university students, so they need to know when to use this and when to use that.
Exactly. And that's what we're talking about today. Yes, please.
I think it depends on our main interest. Whether we are interested to show the importance of the subject or the object.
So what happened?
Yeah. If
Exactly.
we are concentrating on the subject, I think it's better to use the active form. And if we are concentrating on the
object, for example. Yes.
it's better to use the passive.
The passive. That's very, very nice. What else? What else do you have in mind? So we can use it because of emphasis. What do you want to emphasize on? Do you want to emphasize on the subject or what happened, or then who did it? So here, if you want to emphasize on the subject, use active. But if you feel like the subject is not that important, or it is unknown completely, we don't know who did it, so we can use passive. For example, if we say 3 people killed, for example, so we don't know who. So we should use passive. If we say that, for example, the bike was taken, and I know who did it, but I don't want to say who to avoid assigning responsibility. So now I'm hiding my friend, for example, or I'm avoiding responsibility for myself. So I use passive. So I can use passive for many reasons. One of them is to avoid responsibility for myself or for others. One of them is like emphasis, to emphasize on the subject or on the object. So it depends on what I want to deliver. And then to avoid redundancy as well. And as Dr. Maha said, for some genre, like scientific genres, we usually use passive because it is all about scientific stuff. There is nobody did something. It is just like this is the process. So what else do we have in mind? When do we use passive? Yes, please.
Sometimes when you want to appear like impersonal, informal texts like emails, so you want to assign someone to do something, but not straightforwardly.
Yes, to make it like in
General.
general, not in personal stuff.
Yes, and sometimes
That's
in legal
something very
stuff.
important.
Sometimes in legal stuff to make the sentence more complex.
Exactly. And if you remember in buffering, we can say your application is not accepted. So here is to save face, right? To be more
Pragmatics,
polite.
yes.
I don't want to say we did not like your application. So it would hurt, right? But if we say your application is not, accepted, or we can say it inactive as well. We can say it doesn't meet blah 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 criteria. But usually we use passive to save our face and save others' face as well. So, yes. Yes, to be more polite, exactly. So passive is not that monster. It is very important, and it can really make your writing more active, if we can say so. Thank you. Yes, we have one example here. The accountant stole money from the company, but if we don't know who stole it, we can say money was stolen from the company. Or if you know who stole it, but you don't want to say who, so that's another story as well, but still we use passive. So this is just one example from all purposes that you have mentioned. And I guess this will be the end of our presentation. It's very, very quick because of the time. And we look forward to having you in our presentations in the new year. Thank you so much for being attentive. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Ahmed Samira and Mr. Ahmed Shalabi. And now we are going to have a session by Ms. Amira Salahuddin Ahmed. She is going to give a presentation titled Most Effective Type Methodologies in Teaching Young Learners. So let's please welcome Ms. Amira Salahuddin. I'm just reminding you of the paper of the rapid questions. We are going to collect it by the end of the presentation.
Hello again. Hello everybody. Good morning. How are you? Fine. So let's start our topic today. My topic is about play-based learning. It's about teaching with games. So I will talk about how we can use play and games in our classroom and teaching our children. So first we need to define what is play. What's play? What's play?
So like we do something to share with games, something like this.
Thank you. What else?
Play is in scenes in a set, and it's acted by a certain group of people. It's a play.
Okay, thank you. What else? Okay, thank you. Let's get to know the definition that I have for you here. Play is the only way the highest intelligence of humankind can control. This is defined by Joseph Shelby. He defined play by this way. Why play understand what this is when they sometimes they have things to do by their hands, by their fingers. This is the small movements. And large one is they run, they jump, they act when they all muscle can use arms. So this is the large, use the large muscle, legs or arms. Also, it relieves the stress-free or makes stress management. Also, they learn coordination and physical confidence. Also, the last one here, physical agility means lightness. They feel that they are light to move and they feel fitness. The second one is social. Like we said, cooperation, negotiation, collaboration is more. This social is the communication skills. It develops the communication skills and the way they behave and they act. This political one is, like we said, scientific and mathematical thinking, research, wild skills, independent thinking, and language skills are developed, and also the literacy skill. The last one, it would be the emotional. As we said, they feel happiness, joy, and empathy, resilience, resistance, and self-regulation, and self-confidence, and self-control. This is how the play affects the four ways in our children. Any question about it? Okay. Let's go to another. Here, I have some kinds of games. You know about this one? Any idea about this? This book? No? Yeah. This book, designed by American, it's called Activate, and it games for learning American language. It has teacher book for the teachers, again teacher, and this for teacher to make them to know how to deal with the four types of games. The first game is board games, like this one. It's almost about the number of them is all 11 board games. Different topics and different gaps they can use in the classroom. Like this, for example, is name your favorite. You can play it with dice and they take turns. So here, hot drink. So they can speak about my favorite hot drink is tea, coffee, cappuccino, like this one. So they encourage them to speak about different topics. I can't explain all of them, but you can have a look at them at the end. Okay? So this almost in this book they have 12 or 11 board games. Let's move to another game and also the same one. Guess what? This one is about different topics, and with each one is like here. It's a bookstore, and it has almost 6 items or 6 caps about that bookstore. And you divide them into teams, and you can choose one to be the describer or the give clue. They'll give a clue, so he can let's try one here. I will try one with you. The topic will be at the zoo. He said that the topic will be at the zoo, and he started to describe the 6 words that they have in the front. Like for example, the first word is it's an animal, and it lives in the forest. It's the big nouns, adjective, adverbs, preposition, and also here, like this, in, on, off, this one. And also we have here like es, if it plural, if it the verb in the present tense. So we can do magic s is for plural and also the present tense. So this helps them to make sentence and they can try more than one sentence. Okay, let's move to the last one in this book. Picture this. Here, picture. So from the name, it has pictures, but also this can break it down. It's not it's easy to take less. It's just the full selection. So here, for example, transportation, I have the pictures of the kinds of transportation and the name. Car, taxi, bicycle, bus. If I have a lesson about transportation, I can put this under the projector or something, or a PowerPoint and show them this. And this side is picture. Other side is question. Questions help the teacher to ask about the topic. So they can talk about and make a conversation or make a homework. Time is almost, but I have still. Okay. Time is running. So this about this book is 4 games, like I said, but I have here a complete game. It's called Taboo. It's don't say. It's the opposite of this one. Here I explain the words that you know, but here I have words. I will show you. Here is an instruction for the game, and the cards also. Score pad for the teams. I'm gonna divide them, and this is sand timer. So when the team start guessing, it helps me to this helps the student to make sense of time, and not only they know that everything is fine, like this way, and he has to guess according to the his time. Also, this one is a buzzer. And when he says the word of the card, so the other one of the team he see what's happening. I need to practice this one. Like the word maybe like the two, he can see this the topic stop word. So he just try to give 5 words. He try to be away from the word. Don't take this one. And one of the other team with him see the words, and if he take one of them, he just say this, and discard the card, and take another one, and this one will be a point for the other team. I would like to do it, but time will not help us. Also, the one is puzzle. Puzzle we use it. I don't like the way that all the time they use it for nature review. They are only play, but this one is educational. It's about entertainment. It's mix between education and entertainment. They enjoy their learning. So, geography, we know that it's very difficult topic to handle and to memorize the countries or the directions. So this one is about the United States. It's 50 states. Remember which one is here only. But this one can help them to play and to memorize it very well by the end of the time. This one. You can go to see it. Then one more thing is about the instruction for game. Instruction should be simple. I want to tell them how they're gonna play. So it should be simple, clear, and I should then give them the instruction before I hand them the cards or before I hand them any of the tools of the game, because they will be distracted. How they will play in teams or in pairs, so I will find with them. Time, constraint, I can use the online time. Check questions that I ask them. You get this idea? Do you know what we are going to do? They said yes, or they can give me a feedback, so I go on. If necessary, model activity that I make a demo. I make a demo with another child with a group, so they know how they will perform one, the valid